Imagine a world where the lights go out and never come back on, not because of a storm, but because of an weaponized electromagnetic pulse that fries every circuit, every grid, and every device in an instant. In the blink of an eye, modern civilization is erased. The cities become traps, the suburbs become battlegrounds, and the only law left is the one you enforce with your own two hands. Welcome to Silent Night, the chilling, hyper-realistic, and pulse-pounding standalone EMP disaster thriller by Bobby Akart. If you love realistic grid-down survival, tactical preparedness, and stories that explore the terrifying fragility of social order when the power dies, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in survival fiction, blending the visceral terror of a darkened world with the unapologetic thrill of human resilience. The narrative kicks off on a quiet Christmas Eve, a time meant for peace and family, only to be shattered by the silent, invisible strike of the EMP. Our protagonist, a pragmatic and prepared individual, finds themselves thrust into a landscape where trust is a liability and every stranger is a potential threat. The atmosphere is thick with the eerie silence of dead electronics, the smell of smoke from uncontrolled fires, and the creeping dread of knowing that help is not coming. Akart excels at capturing the brutal reality of the collapse, making every scavenging run, every fortified safe house, and every tense standoff feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is absolute ruin. The core of the book's massive appeal is its uncompromising commitment to tactical realism and the spectacular grid-down trope. This isn't a story about zombies or mutants. It's about the brutal, exhausting reality of staying alive when the rules no longer apply. Watching the protagonist navigate the treacherous social hierarchy of the wasteland, form tentative alliances with other survivors, and use their wits and weapons to outsmart raiders who have turned violence into an art form is incredibly gripping. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the survival mechanics to life, making the crunch of broken glass, the sharp crack of a rifle, and the heavy silence of a world without power feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular action and the survival mechanics, the soul of Silent Night lies in its characters and the heavy burden of leadership. The protagonist isn't an invincible killer. They're a deeply human individual struggling with the moral weight of doing what is necessary to protect those they care about. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable loyalty to the small group of survivors they manage to protect, a found family bound by the shared trauma of the collapse. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet, desperate conversations by a campfire feel just as impactful as the explosive, chaotic firefights on the roadside. As the plot accelerates toward its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A massive, organized raider gang targets the protagonist's sanctuary, forcing them into a desperate, high-stakes last stand. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming improvisation, and raw, unbridled courage. The protagonist must use every hidden trick, every overloaded trap, and every ounce of their will to hold the line against an insappable tide. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, hard-earned victory that proves humanity's will to survive is stronger than the darkness. Silent Night is a triumph of the post-apocalyptic thriller genre. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically intense. Bobby Akart has crafted a standalone novel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line. Plug in your headphones, check your perimeter, and join the survivor. The world ended on a silent night, but their fight for tomorrow is just beginning.